I would like to tell you why I love table tennis. Why it is impossible not to love it. Life in the modern world places greater and greater stress on us and at the same time offers less and less physical activity. This combination plus food overloaded with calories becomes a serious threat to our health. People need a means that would support their health and give them positive emotions at the same time. People need a sport. The word sport is a short form of the word D-sport, which means amusement, entertainment, and this kind of entertainment has been known to people for 1,000 years. And still, it is almost impossible to convince people to go jogging or to go to the gym on a regular basis. Mostly because it is really hard and unfortunately quite boring. But there is a physical activity which provides as good a cardio activity as running, being at the same time much more entertaining and intellectually challenging. Table tennis is an unbelievably unique kind of sport. It is the fastest kind of sport. It is the most accessible kind of sport. And it is the most diverse kind of sport. Table tennis is the fastest kind of sport, not just because the speed of the table tennis ball is more than 100 kilometers per hour, for example in tennis the speed of the ball is even higher, but because the distance between the players in table tennis is much shorter, which means that the players have less time to react in table tennis. The unusual diversity of table tennis, its multifaceted nature, is in turn due to two main reasons: the unique importance of the spin of the ball and the unbelievable variety of equipment used in the table tennis. There is no other kind of sport where so much has to do with the ball, where it is so important to correctly read the spin of the ball. Granted, in tennis and in soccer, the spin of the ball is important. For example, the famous dry leaf stroke performed by Pelé or Lobanovsky looks like a real miracle. Lobanovsky in his entire career got around 10 goals from the very corner of the field using spins with heavy side spin, and every time it produced an impression of a real miracle. This kind of a miracle table tennis offers to the audience and the players in every game. However, because the ball in tennis weighs 2.5 grams, 23 times lighter than the ball in regular tennis, the importance of the spin in table tennis is accordingly much higher. More than that, the speed of the spin of the ball in table tennis is absolutely unique, up to 9,000 turns per minute, compared to a wheel of a moving car moving with a speed of 100 miles per hour, which spins less than 2,000 turns per minute. Before we look into the reasons why in modern table tennis the spin is so important, let us consider more specifically the physics of a spinning ball. The movement of a spinning ball has the same nature as the lifting force of an airplane's wing. The airplane's wing has such a shape that the current of the air above the wing moves faster than the current of the air below the wing. The fact that inside the current of air, the pressure is higher when the speed is slower is the main cause behind the lifting force of the plane's wing. The same phenomenon occurs in table tennis. When a ball with the underspin is moving, its spin is slowed down by the air current above it and speeded up by the air current below it. The difference in pressure above and below the ball provides to the ball the lifting force. Such a force is compensating for the gravity of the ball, allowing it to travel 3 to 4 meters on a flat, low trajectory close to the net, which significantly reduces the attacking possibilities for the opponent. A similar event occurs when the ball with an upper spin, the top spin, is moving. In this case, the ball flying at a very steep trajectory with such a high speed that without the spin, such a speed would carry the ball far away from the table. However, the difference in pressure above and below the ball, in this case pushes the ball down towards the table, allowing one to set an attacking ball, so to speak, which happens to be not only below the net, but also often below the table surface. Also, the spin in table tennis is important not only because it produces such complicated trajectories, but because to receive a spinning ball is a problem in itself. If you make a slight mistake in estimating the nature of a given spin, you will send the ball high enough to be, so to speak, killed by your opponent in one shot. Alternatively, the ball may go directly to the net or far away from the table. The speed of the spin of the ball that is sent to you by your opponent depends on the spin that your opponent received. Other influencing factors include the speed of your opponent's stroke, which part of the racket your opponent used, and crucially, the type of rubber your opponent uses. In addition, an important factor is the side of the racket that the opponent used, because the racket may have different kinds of rubber on different sides. Let us take a look from the side on the underspin exchange between the two players. A ball with the underspin goes towards the opponent, spinning counterclockwise. By receiving the ball using an ordinary type of rubber, the opponent may overspin the ball, giving the ball the opposite spin, clockwise. As a result, the ball will go to your side, spinning clockwise, e.g., again with the underspin. However, in case your opponent is using the anti-spin or long pips rubber, he cannot overspin the ball because this kind of rubber does not provide friction. Hence, you will receive the ball with the same spin counterclockwise, the same way as it went to your opponent. This means that for you, it will be already a ball with an upper spin. Using the same stroke and only changing the side of a racket, flipping the racket that is, it is possible to return the ball with the upper spin instead of the expected underspin. This is a trick used by players with the anti-spin or long pips rubber. Many different companies from all around the world, China, Japan, Germany, produce hundreds and hundreds of completely different kinds of paddles, hundreds and hundreds of completely different kinds of rubber sheets, differing in the spin and the speed they produce. This alone already provides a great variety of the combinatorial possibilities that the game of table tennis offers. In addition to what was said above, there is an interesting possibility to significantly increase the speed and the spin of the ball with the help of glue. Such unique diversity of table tennis puts this game at the same level as the game of chess. If we compare chess with another board game, checkers, it will be obvious that chess offers a significantly higher degree of diversity, owing primarily to the different types of pieces used in chess, which makes chess a much richer game in terms of its combinatorial possibilities. Hence, the beauty of chess. Let us see it in slow mode. First move, check. The king has only one move. Second move, the knight goes back. Another check. The black cannot take either the queen or the knight. Third move, check by the queen, with a sacrifice which the black must take. Next move, checkmate. The king is blocked by his own pieces. What I have tried to show is that as an athletic kind of a sport, table tennis is the fastest kind. As a fascinating kind of sport, it is the most diverse one. And as entertainment, it is a delightful game which lets you always be in good shape and in good health. But above all, it is a game as exciting and challenging as chess, where you can use smart combinations, be creative, persistent, and patient. Patient and patient and patient, which is so important in our life.